Um, don't know if anybody will pop in or not. I'm just doing collective cards and just kind of wanted to talk about Saturn's annual retrograde and what that means for us. It started July. Oh my God, Karen. June 29th. We're in July now, right? And it ends November 15th. Yeah, so what does all this, mumbo jumbo talk for any of you who are like, I glaze over when I hear astrology words? Okay, Saturn. Just think of it as like a dad, a granddad, a teacher, one who teaches our life lessons, our boundaries, our karma for actions that we have with others. What does this annual retrograde mean for us right now? We're going to have to look within and we're going to have to take responsibility. Yeah, something I'm not the best with personally, for our lives, and maybe get our acts together so we can move forwards. It's kind of like when Jupiter, was like giving out its gifts. You kind of get what you deserve. If, you haven't been doing some things maybe that are karmically so great, a retrograde, maybe some things can kind of come to light. And then perhaps like you just haven't had a break. You've been just feeling like you're just working so hard. It's kind of where I feel like I am right now. But anyways, maybe you might get a little break, a little bit. What does a planet in retrograde mean anyways? Like, it's not going backwards. It just appears that way from our viewpoint from Earth. And its orbits, and can we even really see Saturn anyways unless like we're looking at it through some amazing telescope? I don't know. I'm not an astronomer, and I'm barely an astrologist. But anyways, I just thought I would mention that because I kind of always was under the, sorry, my little girls are loud in the background. Yeah, maybe I need to go Saturn on them. Just kidding. Anyways, yeah. So right now Saturn is in retrograde in Pisces. Pisces, it's all about the dreams, that 12th house realm of, you're almost in like the next galaxy when you're in Pisces. You are at the pinnacle of the wheel. You can't go any further. You just start back over at Aries after that. And with Pisces, here we're being taught boundaries. Kind of like, a parent energy, like I said, the dad energy, the dad vibes, mom vibes, whatever. Let's not make it, let's take the ginger out of it. Parental vibes, that's better. And you can feel like there's a limitations to your dreams and your fantasies and such. It can kind of drag that Piscean dreaminess. That's a really odd place for Saturn to be stationed anyways. Saturn, that energy is really different from Pisces to me. But, it could be time to like tie up some loose ends, acknowledge patterns we're repeating. Probably don't be surprised if, some major arcana pull up a lot in your tarot card pools. It's a time of lessons. But that's what we need, really. As much as we might not like them, it is, but it is, I guess. A lot of people hate that saying, but I say it all the dang time, and it is what it is. Okay. So, just a quick, like, little run through the signs and how it'll affect you. And I'm just looking at your star, your sun sign. You know, like, what do you say when people are like, what's your sign? That's the sign I'm saying right now. But I'm going to put a caveat on this. If you know your birth time, where you were born, I'm sure you know, I hope you know the date of your birth. But especially if you have that birth time, go like to Cafe Astrology, or any like free natal chart signs websites. Why am I going blank on the other ones right now? Oh my goodness. Astro LABE, I think that's one. Anyways, go to any one of those, plug in those where they ask you, you know, your date of birth. And then what time? Morning, night, you know. Get as close to that time as you can. And then you'll just like click a little drop down and put in, you know, where you were born. And then it'll pull up and you can find out your rising sign. What does a rising sign mean? Your rising sign is how you appear in life, in the world. It is how people see you. Kind of like the clothes we decide to put on for the day. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a lot of the times when we're following planets that are having these, you know, certain placements and movements, is because our rising sign is really, really going to pinpoint it the most accurately for you. For instance, I'm a Gemini sun, but I'm a Taurus rising. So right now, I'm going to look at Taurus probably more when I'm listing these out. But anyways, just wanted to share that with you. So right now, Aries, this is in your 12th house. 12th house is Pisces. 12th house, sacrifice. You know, this is where all of our, hey, Ange, hi, how are you? This is where our secrets are. This is, it's a very sensitive house. So this is a very introspective time for you. Thank you for being here, Ange, by the way. I appreciate you. So yeah, Aries, that might be hard for you, especially to want to take a pause and really go inside. Is my computer plugged in? No, I'm on my phone. The charger was out in my husband's truck that night. So it really was his fault. Yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna go on my phone. I just wanted to get on here because Sunday just like turned into a total like I mean, I'm a mom of three. It was a crap show. Like, that's all I gotta say. Didn't go any way I wanted it to. So I just wanted to hop on here and just do something random and get a video in here. No, so random. And of course, I'm just like, yeah, let's see how far I can go. Oh, it's not going to die. And it's like telling me I know it's about to die. And I was like, no. I don't know. Maybe I thought I could manifest it to not do that, but it did. Anyways, my son keeps texting me incessantly right now. Hold up. Bailey, why are you texting me like 100 times? Is there a fire? No? Okay.
I need to show you something.
He needs to show me something. Is everybody safe? Is everybody okay? I'm recording right now. That's all I'm asking.
No, I need to show you something. I can't tell about it.
Is it involve the girls? Is everybody okay?
It's only the girl independent.
Okay, just 1 second. Oh my God, this is my life. 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. What's up?
That's what I was trying to.
Okay, she took it off. Yep,
I kind of.
you took it off.
I didn't really mean to.
Okay, all right.
What? Because she had no pants.
Well, thank you. That is kind of an emergency. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm back. Mom life. Hey, Floyd. Okay, the emergency was my son was like, oh, like my 2-year-old, she's not potty trained. Hey, Amanda, hi. Hi, Nancy, hi. He's like, her diaper's off, and I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe that is an emergency. And then he's like, I might have taken it off. And I'm like, what? He's like, but I didn't mean to. Yeah, this is my life. But there's a lot of joy in it. I am in Saturn all the way here, but I'm like having to be, teaching the lessons and stuff, but I'm not so great at that because I'm a Gemini. I like to have fun. Hey, Heather. Hey, Tom. Oh my gosh. Hey, y'all. Thank you so much for popping in. Hey. It was in his truck. It was. I'm like, thank you so much. I love y'all so much. Y'all are amazing. They're laughing about because like the last I did a little Theodore Pavlov tarot flip through. And hey, Amanda. Hey, Tropical Empress. Oh my God, y'all rock. Yeah, and I just was bold and was like, okay, it's not gonna die on me. My computer, yeah, it totally died. So I had to hop up on my phone, but it's all right. The show must go on, right? And we had a lot of fun. It was great. So where were we? Saturn, daddy, teacher. I think we were talking about like Aries, it being in your 12th house, Aries rising in particular. And if you hit everybody's coming in, if you kind of hit the playback going through, trying to tell people, if you know your birth time, you can figure out your rising. And it's the most accurate to follow during these transits right now. Aries in your 12th house is a time of introspection. And, that's, oh my gosh, Heather, yes. So this is an introspective time for you. You are looking at the deepest, darkest parts of your soul, and you can feel like it's kind of where like your secrets, and also like what am I sacrificing for this and that, and it can be a deep, dark time. So hug yourself and just ride the wave. um, uh, this too shall pass. But, in Saturn, you might just be really introspecting about like, your reality. And from what I can hear, some of the conversations you've been talking about lately is like, I think you are making some very like deep life choices right now. Yes. And but like Aries, doesn't have the most patience. It just, it's like, let's do it. You can get over things really quickly though, but you'd be like, I want it now. And let me just get out there. So it can be kind of hard to feel like you're going in an introspective place at times, but just roll with it. And remember, this is just in Saturn, but it can feel a little difficult, but it'll pass. Taurus, I'm Taurus rising, and in our 11th house, that's Aquarius, and it's all about like connection and community. Maybe why I'm like, oh God, get on here and just do a live pop-up. What am I gonna do? I don't know. It's Saturn retrograde. Like I literally figured this out like 2 minutes before I hopped on here. Like just do it. Needing to shake it up. Like literally, I'm really I'm Taurus moon, Amanda. So yeah, I'm moon and rising. And Nancy's a Taurus sun. Oh, all my Venus, my Venusian ladies here. um, yeah, so connection and community is what it's about. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, apparently my 11th house, Saturn's like, get to work here and get on here, do something. Just like bad gas. Heather just said, just like bad gas, this soon will pass. That's funny. Okay, and let's go to Gemini. 10th, career, Capricorn. Yeah, so, and that's funny, like I'm a Gemini sun, and I'm kind of feeling that way too, because I started a new job, and I feel like, some Saturnian things, like how to balance everything around. We've got two here, two Amandas, right? Two Amandas. My mom almost named me Amanda, but I'm sorry, I'm a Gemini, so I jump all over the place. But my dad literally was asleep in the car. He was with my mom for a while, but the labor was long. So he went out to the car to take a nap. And they had to go like find him or whatever. And she had picked out my name as Amanda. And then my dad was like, no, she's Karen. And then I became a Karen. And we see what happened there. Watch out, I think I never want to be a manager again. Anyways. So yeah, the career, this is about stepping outside of our comfort zones. And I gotta say, stepping out of being a stay-at-home parent for 8 years. Yeah, I'm not that kind of Karen. I really am not. And I just laugh at it. I'm like, hey, I'm one of the nice ones. It's easy to remember my name, I think. I'm one of those. I'm a Karen, but not one of those. That's me. So yeah, it's about stepping out of my comfort zone right now. And gosh, darn it, how have I done that lately in the last month? It's been something, but I love it. I do. You forget names all the time, Tom. Y'all, I have 100 new coworkers I'm trying to learn, but thank God we all have like security badges and stuff. Like I have to like use a lanyard and like scan my badges. Like our offices are locked, the doors, like everything. Like you can't just go to other people's offices. Like you have to, like IT's its own thing and HR is its own thing. They each have their own key codes and stuff. There's a lot of security, but it's kind of cool. I like it. Kind of makes me feel like, I don't know, like it's just a whole new world. But it feels kind of like, I don't know, a little FBI-ish or something. Low key, super low key FBI. Just scanning your badge and it's like, what number are you? This is my employee number. It's funny. You memorize it. Anyways, I work at the hospital and payroll. Oh, early ritual. Tom, we love you, Tom. I literally have my father's name, not a junior though. And my sister has my mother's name, Lazy. Well, then maybe I'm kind of lazy too. I was taking part family names. God, we just got to talk. This is just fun. Okay, so I named my twins like after our moms. And my mom's named Rebecca. I named one of them Becca. So they weren't like calling her, Becky or Rebecca or whatever. I just wanted her to be called what she was going to be called. And then my mom is like, "How do you say her name again?" I'm like, "Mom, your name's Rebecca. Drop the R. It's Becca." She's like, "I don't know. I'm just going to call her Grace. That's her middle name." I'm like, "Oh my God, seriously." She's like, what is it again? That's so hard to remember. She's messing with me. I know she really is. Hi, Derek from Canada. Yes, it is. I learned that this weekend about Canada Days being so close to the 4th of July. That is really cool. Happy, happy day. Y'all just celebrated it this past weekend, right? I think. But anyways, I don't know if you have a bunch of firework crazy people where you are, but just heard some go off right now. They're already at it. I'm really happy to have you here. I haven't seen you before. This is so cool. Thank you for being here. But anyways, I digress big time. I guess I'm kind of a little bit lazy, and it's kind of a Southern thing too to use family names. And anyways, I like it. But anyways, okay, where were we? Cancer. Cancer. This is in your 9th house, the Saturn retrograde. And, Cancer is really all about like home nurturing, security. For this to be in your 9th house, which is Sagittarius, oh, thanks, y'all. Yeah, I'm not even really sure how to add everybody. I'm so illiterate on here. I need to start adding people. I'm so ADD. I really don't know how to do it from StreamYard. I'm gonna figure that out, and I'm gonna like add a bunch of people one night. But I'm gonna figure it out first. But I just figured out I can just tap that, and there's your comments. I'm having to learn a lot of things right now on my job, so yeah, my brain's a little tired. Anyways, Cancer. It's time to get out of the house. That's what this is about. It's time to get out. You're gonna be like digging deep, kind of like some wanderlust a little bit, and need for some like inspiration and adventure. And Saturn's saying like it's great and all to be at home, enjoy it, but we need to get out too. It's time to explore. And what can you shake up and change there? Yeah. Leo. Leo. Happy, 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 beautiful Leos. Yeah, y'all's is in the 8th house. 8th house is Scorpio. Tom really told us a little bit about the 8th house. Woo. Oh, and Aquarius. My twins are Aquarian moons. They are very stubborn and very rebellious and smart. And they can, in a heartbeat, act like they love me, and then in a second, like act like I don't exist. It's awesome. I love them. But yeah, so Leo, this is about facing your shadows. And, what do they say is in the 8th house? Sex, some death stuff, other people's money. Yeah, you're gonna have to be probably maybe dealing with some things that you may have been avoiding because that's just not fun to deal with. It's a big emphasis, because Scorpio is about, my girls are goading each other on. Lord help me. All right, we're gonna go through this real quick. But you know, Scorpio is really like, you know, fixed, very loyal, but very emotional. It's very deep. And, you know, it's really hard to part with things. So you get really entangled and enmeshed. And that's kind of what that eighth house is really all about. So, and there's, what did I say? Taxes. Ooh, hopefully there's none of that for you guys. All right. Ugh, taxes. Anyways, so who is in the seventh house this time? Did I say I lost my place? Because my notes are horrible. Because I did them like 2 minutes before the show. Oh, Virgo. Sorry, Virgo. I have a lot of planets in Virgo. Virgo, bye. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you so much. Check out Soul Alchemy. She's amazing. Love her. Love her so much. I love so many of y'all. Y'all are amazing. Yeah, so Virgo. Yeah, this is like seventh house. Seventh house is all about relationships. So, you have to like it. I mean, you might already be analyzing it already, because I mean that's what Virgo does. Pick apart things. We're gonna analyze them. We're gonna think about it like 100 times, you know, before, yeah, we can even do anything about it. But unfortunately, you might need to actually come to a decision about something in your relationships and how it's affecting you. And we'll just leave it there. You know, but it's a time to grow, and there is just something there that might need to be shaken up and changed. Um, you know, y'all are amazing. Just will bend over backwards for people, and maybe you're bending your back over too far for some people. Might need to look at that. Libra, the sixth house. So you're like sitting in Virgo's house on this one, and you're gonna be like looking at your routines, like very Saturnian things, like routines, health, jobs, or habits, things like that. Exercise, diet. You know, is your routine, is it serving you well here? So, doesn't sound like the most, you know, fun one, but I mean, that's a really good self-care place to be, right? You know, take care of your, you know, to really, you know, look at taking care of yourself, because Libra is really all about, you know, other people in relationships, and kind of being caught in a rock and a hard place a lot of times, right? Um, you know, and what to do. So yeah, it's time to take care of yourself, Libra. Scorpio, fifth house. It's time for y'all to have dadgum fun. That's Leo's house. I have a lot of planets in the fifth house. Like, it's weird. They're Virgo, but they're in the fifth house. That is really, like, how can you have Saturn in Virgo in the fifth house? That's me. The fifth house, flirting, fun, the family, and things like that. It's time to put yourself out there, Scorpio. Get out there, have some fun, some lightheartedness. Yes, yes. Just act like a Gemini for a little while. Or Leo, you know, like, it's time, like, that's just kind of like thinking about being an actor on the stage, to be seen a little bit. And yeah, just a little, not drama per se, but just zest for life, and to be seen a little bit. Tom. Hashtag Team Scorpio. Sorry, tap. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, maybe we need to see, I want to see some videos from Tom. Yeah, I can't give him a hard time about that because Lord knows I'm sporadic as all get out. I'm just very lucky that y'all love me and I love y'all so much. Okay, so where are we now? We are about to run into the fourth house. Who's going to be in the fourth house? Sagittarius. Sagittarius, like fourth house is not your thing, right? Hi, Kaylee. You know what? Hi, Kaylee. No, I'll just tell you, I don't care. I love y'all. Taurus was about connection and community. I'm a Taurus rising. And yeah, so it's about, that's the 11th house. It's about, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Check out her channel. She's amazing. She does a lot of card pulls and everything. And this is not Kaylee's like channel in here. That she just comes in our channels and uses Pogo, but Woo Woo Wonderment. We did a shuffling live together. It's in my lives. And that was a lot of fun. And then we were with at Terry holding your space one night doing goddess reads, and I had a blast as always. Doing that. Yeah, she's amazing. All of y'all are amazing. So yeah, Sag, being in the fourth house, like looking at this, you might be like looking at your home, like maybe changing locales, which is part of Sagittarius, like needing to like wander, like that wanderlust and everything, or taking a big journey, but you're going to be like looking at where you're spending, like where you're supposed to be rooted, and is that where you want to be? Anything in that Cancerian, very motherly home, like nurturing house. Capricorn, you'll be in the third house. This is my house, the Gemini house, the crazy Mercury house. Yeah, like how fast can you go? This is about communication, Capricorn. It's time to tell your story. And you might have some truths to tell. But you need to keep your facts from fiction and whatever straight. Like, and keep your confidence. Keep your confidence and talk some. It's not all business. It's not all work, Capricorn. I know y'all can be really funny. I know you can. Maybe it's time to, like, I don't know, tell some jokes or something. Thank y'all so much. Mercury house, where do your chargers go to disappear? Abso-freaking-lutely. Hey, Tom, you nailed it. That's actually very much the third house right there. So Capricorn, fun, okay? Talk, fun, communicate. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. So I know this house pretty well, the second house. This is about our security, our wealth, the things what we have. And it might be a time to like look at finances, and that might not be the most fun thing for you to do. But I know you can do it because you are the most stable of us air signs, being fixed in nature. And, you are, you can be really good scientists, very good, like you must be factually proven, and you are really good at seeing like the bigger picture. And, everybody's like, oh, Aquarians, the humanitarians. Yeah, but Aquarius can also be, kind of detached from things too. But right now, it's really time to make sure that y'all are too funny. The ant wants to stick you in an electrical outlet. This was Angie's. Sorry, that's too cute. I had to share. But yeah, so yeah, just look at, it's okay to dream big, but just make sure that they are aligned, and just take a hard look at your finances and security, and maybe like setting something else kind of like about routines and stuff too. But the second house is where Venus can be too. Venus is, about beauty and sensuality too, but in like a very kind of like what you can touch and feel kind of way. I don't know how else to put it. But mainly, I would say this is looking at, making sure that you're stable, so you can feel good there. And then last but not least by any means, Pisces. Pisces, you have a little bit of everybody in you. You are at the echelon, the 12th, like last. You have a little bit of, you've evolved past all of us, and you are really like, as I said earlier, almost like in the next galaxy. You're almost in another dimension, seriously, from all of us. But right now, it's time to go back down to Aries in the first house. And look, in your first house is everything about who you are. And that is everything in your life right now. And so this can kind of might be an intense Saturnian lesson. But, a lot of times Pisces can be very self-sacrificing, and kind of fall into like, I hate to say it this way, but, a lot of people is like that martyr kind of feeling. But, you feel so deeply, very sensitive. And right now, I think it's maybe time to like really make sure you're like looking within yourself and not out at how, the whole world is affecting you, but really look in how you are affecting the world and your place in the world, I would say. So total opposite end for Aries and Pisces. I feel like that might be the most intense ones for y'all. I hope that kind of made sense going through all of that. We rock, Pisces. Y'all do rock. I wish I had some more feels like intuition and everything. Oh, my husband is a Pisces. Wish he would help with baby a bit more at the moment, though. Sometimes you've got to like be very specific, right? Like, I don't know. But yeah, this actually could be. I mean, maybe this could be a time where he's got to like look at himself, and because it's all aspects of it. He's gonna be looking at all aspects of himself, and like, how am I as a father? Maybe there's some lessons to learn there to involve himself more. But Amanda, you might have to step up and be a Saturnian teacher and be very specific in some requests. Sometimes I need it spelled out. It's hard. I don't know why I was really drawn to pull my Game of Thrones deck. I feel like, like winter is coming, but not really yet. It just kind of has like this, but of course the lovers is in the bottom, but it just has like this stark Saturnian feel to it to me for some reason. Yeah. Preach. I got twins is a lot of items. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And also too, it's like, why can't you read my mind that, or see that the need's there? But unfortunately, sometimes we just have to spell it out, and it can be kind of annoying. But, or compromise, which, it's funny, my astrology teacher's compromise is really about everybody losing something. You can lose and win at the same time. But, if it's not going to be there, what can he do? Because it's a lot of work with a baby. So much work. Yeah. Literally. Like those picture books. Literally. And, like, they'll kind of like, my husband, they'll pretend like they don't see it. He's a Pisces moon. Y'all are funny. Yeah, but he's really good, like, in times of crises, I gotta say. Like, when your kid is running a fever of like 105. I'm like, oh my God, do I call the ambulance? I mean, I remember when that literally happened. Like, heck do we do? Whew. There's some other instances, when your kid falls and busts their head open, things like that. I have not held myself well together through spots like that, and he was my rock. So, opportunities do arise. God, today with kids. Kids are our greatest teachers, I think, honestly. We school each other. So I'm thinking about I didn't tell you all this before, and just doing this on the fly. Like maybe doing like a little mini cross here. And my question in my mind is, what are we as a collective? I should have said this before. Just assumed like we were talking and saying it all in my head. Like, what are we going through during this time as a collective? And I think with our mini cross here, we're going to kind of see some roots. What's going on? Challenges or roots. Okay, like, first card out in the back. The moon. Hello, Pisces. Cancer's really like the moon, but Pisces, come on. It's that moon watery energy here, Our fears, our dreams. I think like this was I can't tell you all the stories if you watch Game of Thrones or whatever, but basically you can see the moon through like this like little viewer. Maybe somebody was at the bottom of this. I don't know. I've got to remember all the stories. But anyways, we know what the moon means to us all. Night. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. So I think that is like what I said before, like with the Saturn retrograde being in Pisces, this is about, what are illusions, what's reality, that kind of thing. That was really this deck. It teaches some hard lessons. Sometimes it can be a little harsh, in my opinion. I can't make this up. I can't make it up. What's the challenge? Judgment. Look at this guy. If y'all watch the show, y'all know who this guy is. Yeah, that's the winner coming. That's the harshness of winter right here. It's time to decide fact from fiction and, make a choice. Really go in and see what's working for ourselves, what's not. the time of reckoning, but yet it's an awakening to your next life, right? You're truly evolving. It's not like just death. I mean, it's further down in the journey there. You're almost at the world. That's our challenge. The moon. Yeah, I was right. It is 18. Yeah, and judgment is 20. We're kind of far along in our journey, though, right? Can we look at it that way? The root of it. Okay, so Two of Swords reversed at the base of it. Two of Swords reversed we can read in different ways. Sometimes I kind of feel like some people say that it can be, knowing it's like at a time that you need to make a choice, maybe ready, opening up to make that choice, but also it's like you feel like your hands are tied into something too. It's like I'm at the end point. I'm out of time to do this. I'm not here. I am going with, I'm just staying within myself. And I don't have to, I'm just going to stay here. Nobody gets through. Nobody gets past. It's the body language right there. It's crossed off. But here, we got to drop the swords down. It's time. It's time. We know it. This is going out, okay? Might feel either you can kind of be like up and down, like in and out of energies here, or like passions waning. And when I say passions, not just of the lower kind, but like what lights us up in life. Like you feel like you need to be here, but you're here. But that's time to go out because you're realizing like this isn't doing anything for me right now. Your goal. It's funny when reversals come out and you're like, how can this be our goal? We can be really like master deceivers. This is why we look at tarot. It's like you can think, ooh, I want to move, but maybe really it's like, maybe our goal is like, I just don't want to stay here. Here, like this is probably like why Daddy Saturn's coming in, right? And let's see. What's coming? What's coming? What's coming? Sorry, my husband just made me laugh. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands. That's one past the two. There's going to be like, you're going to have to make some kind of choice here. A plan, a path. You're going to get past the two. And, they always say you can't tell. They say hi. Hello, husband. They say, you can't tell whether the ships are going out or coming in. Sometimes I have been able to tell it, though. I think on the Fyodor Pavlov deck, I looked and I was like, those look like they're going out. I know it. But yeah, I'm not really sure. That's for you to decide. Are they coming in or are they going out? Where were you when you were set off? What are you waiting on at that point? But it's all about plans being set in action. Something has been done and it's time for the next step. To get here, and sometimes this is going to happen whether you want it to or not. Don't dream about this guy. But, this is more about ourselves, okay? This is about lessons to ourselves, and sometimes other people help us teach these lessons. But, yeah, it's about this right now. Like, what's what's fact and what's fiction, right? That deck is intense. I think I intuitively was right when I decided to pull from it. You can't make that up. The moon crossed by judgment. Let's go Moonology. I'm probably gonna look at the book, see if it's pick out a little bit more than just what's said on the card. Let's get a Moonology oracle. Just because we're talking astrology, right? I love how this deck feels, by the way. I love the texture of these cards. I don't use them enough. Okay. This one wanted to come out. What did I tell you? The Gibbous Moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah, it is great. Oh, y'all. Is hubby fixing us all a snack? I hope so. You heard the microwave thing. Yep. Very, very true. I just want to see if she adds a little bit more to that. It's a really good, concise guide. Come on. I know you're here. Don't y'all just hate it when they don't put numbers though? Because that would be easier to find in a book when you're not doing what I'm doing. Okay. The word gibbous means bulging. What a descriptive word, right? Literally, that's what she says. Pulling this card at any time of the month suggests that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But this isn't an ending card with a neat yes or no answer. Yeah, because 3 wands. Yeah, you're still, there goes the ice sheet. You're still early in the journey there of your minor arcana. But you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there's also a sense that the situation is a bit tense. So don't push too hard. Yeah, don't do that. One false move and the whole thing could blow. No pressure. It's not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know there's a fuse attached to the situation, so be careful if you choose to light it. Let's see. They said now's a good time to review your plans. Hello, Saturn. Yeah. Keep the momentum going. Stay focused. Start some new projects. Good health habits. Wow. Dead on, right? That seems very, very on topic there. I don't think I can get much better than that. I don't know. I'll get one more here. The Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I don't know if y'all are familiar with this deck. It's my favorite astrology deck. I'm still learning it. I'm still learning astrology, which I never will stop. But I love the art on this. It really reminds me of who just Robert Place. Does he do those alchemical decks? I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about. He's a really good author. Good night, Nancy. Watch Nancy's channel. Subscribe to her. She is amazing. And this is not the card I pulled, by the way. Discrimination, which this is Scorpio. Anyways, I was going to look in the book and see what it said, because they say some interesting things about possible events and things that could happen. So let's see. Is anything what do we need to be aware of during the Saturn retrograde as a collective? And this will be my final one, and I got to sign off and do all my stuff for I gotta go to work tomorrow, and then I get the 4th off. Oh, okay. We got 2. I'm laughing because these are very interesting. I'll show you in just a second. I want to find this one. One is Sagittarius, and one is Aries. Okay, I know this is Sun in Sagittarius, which is enthusiasm. You know, getting out there, you know, adventures and everything. And then it was followed by Aries, lust. I think that is Venus. Yes. Venus and Aries. Wow. There's 2 fires. What lights you up, right? Getting out there and finding what lights you up. I don't really I just had 2 fly out, but that's kind of how I'm reading it already here. But you know, lust, got to be careful a little bit with that one, I would say. Let's see what. Yeah, Aries, love, self-will. When this card is drawn, it indicates a need to assert oneself, and yet to do this with the utmost warmth and charm. The hard hand and the velvet glove may be the answer. Yeah, you could have some kind of love challenge here. Could be, you know, if you're single or whatever, could be some you know, wild thing maybe while you're traveling this summer. The Sagittarius, you know, something that maybe you'll learn some lesson about yourself from, or you know, who was it? Libra is going to be in the relationship, not the relationships. Virgo's going to be in the relationship house. Yeah, you know, Virgo. I don't know, in relationships could maybe have some fights, but maybe they end out passionately. I don't know, some kind of love challenge to figure out. But maybe it's just a challenge for your enthusiasm, because you know this is kind of where we were in the past. So, yeah, maybe this is really about finding out what lights us up. That's the way I'm going to read it. That's the way I'm being intuitively called to read it. So, anyways, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, everybody. Y'all are amazing. I really, really, really appreciate having y'all here. You know, yeah, subscribe, whatever. Those YouTube things. I love to do them all back for y'all too. Oh, wait, here's one of my buds. One of my friends, Bill. Check out his channel. Oh, thank you. 999 ASMR Tarot. Check out Bill. It's like a whole experience on his channel. Cool writings, art. It's awesome. Just you have to watch it. Thanks, Bill, for popping in and saying hi. And check out Tropical Empress. She's amazing. My 2 Amandas here. Amanda, just a sushi. Oh my goodness. Sunday, what you wrote in Heather's poetry night about the eclipse and the this doesn't sound really, you know, I just really literally could see that as a birthing experience or whatever. It was such powerful lines that she wrote. Wow, is all I have to say on that. But whoa. Oops, Bill released a horror short today. Interesting. I know Bill's an Aries. That's cool. I'm gonna have to check it out. Bill, you know, I read something interesting earlier today. Apparently, and this is funny because Jeff's Aries too. Jeff from Tarot Ask Backwards, my other poetry buddy. He Y'all are both Aries, and apparently Geminis are like really good friends. We make great friends with Aries. I was like, heck yeah, we do. We get along. We get each other. So I thought that was cool. I thought of y'all when I read that. But anyways, well, thanks, Bill, for popping in and saying hi. Thank you for everyone who like just popped in. Like I was kind of going there for a couple of minutes. I was like, it's okay. It's astrology. Everybody shows up, and then everybody started kind of popping in, and that was really cool. I greatly appreciate that, and I am gonna work on my community skills. Like apparently Saturn wants me to work on this retrograde. So, all right. Thank you all so much. Love y'all. Mean it. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. I did not tell it to do that. Apparently, we got hand signals now. This happens. Wow. Thanks, AI. All right, y'all. I'm signing off. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Okay. Trying to.